I think it's nice that the politicians are really talking about what matters at the moment, domestic violence and the cost of groceries.
No, they're going to give us $150 off our electricity bill.
That'll stop us getting our teeth caved in.
Poor Susan's still getting her head kicked in, but at least she saves $150 off fucking Osgrid. G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mum and Dad Show.
Go for gold, mate.
I don't know what episode this is. I think it's about episode 90 or 87, 88, something like that. We're getting up there. What should we do for the 100th episode? That's an interesting question, little Dicky.
Ooh.
Get nude.
Get Thai food for dinner.
Get Thai food for dinner. That's what we should all do.
Yep.
Everyone on the podcast, okay? On the 100th,
we do it together and tag each other.
we all get Thai food.
We all order
I
Thai.
think that's a beautiful idea.
Make Australia great again.
Make Australian Thai again. Very good.
Pretty
It's great
Thai.
to be here. We're in the week of the Australian election. Who will win? Who will reign supreme? Who will take away our freedom of speech and try to get more censorship laws? The answer? Either of them. They both are just a bunch of the two major parties, just wankers, just absolute wankers. There's Littlefoot spots something in the distance of the shed.
The dogs are with us here
Scary.
in the studio, so if you hear a weird noise, I promise it's not
It's
us.
me.
It could be.
I tell you what, we have had some. I've got big opinions on migrants.
Oh, what else is new?
And by that, I mean invaders.
Mm-hmm.
And by that, I mean the rat that died in our lounge chair in the studio.
Producer Caleb has unknowingly...
Sat on a rat.
Yes, we found a dead rat.
Well, we didn't find it. It's in the... Okay.
Well, we assume it's a dead rat.
Are we... It could be a dead lizard. Something was leaking.
I think it's a rat.
Do we have privilege? Are we privileged? Are we privileged white people that instead of, removing the rat from the lounge, we just threw the lounge out?
Well, it was an old lounge, and
it wasn't
Caleb's
too
been
old.
sitting
It
on
was like 4 years, 5 years old, 6 probably. No, it was your mum and dad's old lounge.
It's been loved.
But it wasn't old. They bought it and then they moved house and then it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't work now. It's got gizzards in it.
Gizzards. And then I put it out. And it's been picked up.
I've become ruthless with throwing things out since becoming a parent.
Ruthless.
I'm just like, nah, that's fucked. Throw it out or put it out the
Get
front
rid
for
of it.
someone to get or marketplace.
You love it. You just, every day, more things turn up from Kmart, from bloody eBay, from
Tread
Etsy.
easy. Oh, I do like Etsy.
Etsy's great for
Etsy's
shit.
very good.
I bought you something from Etsy for Mother's Day, actually.
Oh, thank you, darling.
yeah,
That's
it
very
says, look at me big
fucked.
tit.
Hope everyone's doing well, by the
Oh,
way.
good,
Had a
thanks.
good Easter.
How was your Easter?
Delightful. I love Easter.
I ate so many calories. I reckon I put on like 2 kilos from eating chocolate.
You've got to, if you see the posts on Instagram, all the little fitness fanatic chicks.
There's no one there.
Oh, I was going to say, my God. They're all putting up that you have to eat a certain amount of bunnies to put on weight. So I actually took that as a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And all it did was give me diarrhea.
I actually saw a similar post from Instagram girls, and it was about how many cocks you got to suck to put on a kilo. And I took that as a challenge, and all I've got now is diarrhea.
Can I just say, I think Bonnie Blue is really funny, by the way.
She is.
When I was waiting for you to come in, I was having a look, and she is so funny.
Bonnie Blue is our hero.
I actually really like her. I wouldn't want to, hug her, probably. You probably would.
I could
but-
hug her. I wouldn't want to touch a vag.
Or a hand. Well,
I mean,
you'd be the only one.
I mean, I probably shouldn't. I'm a married man, but I just think that, and we've spoken about this at length. There's been a few days there we've actually taken Atticus to our beautiful son to childcare and left him there for the day, so Claire and I could sit down in the sunshine and talk about Bonnie Blue. And my God, we covered some big topics. She is the backdoor queen.
Great tits.
Great tits.
They're real.
Great tits. They're real. She's the backdoor queen now, isn't she?
I don't know. I
And
just think she's funny.
As the backdoor princess, what do you have to say?
I have nothing to say for a change. She put up a video just before. She's walking around the streets with a pizza and she goes, boys, I got a pizza and they fucked up my order. It's margarita and I really want some sausage. And
She's hilarious. I love it.
I was like,
I love it.
that's very funny.
I tell you what Bonnie Blue doesn't love. Domestic violence.
Good on her. Well, it's only you blokes that seem to enjoy it. We've had a gutful.
Oh, or yeah, a gut full, sure, or
I think
a head full.
I think it's nice that the politicians are really talking about what matters at the moment: domestic violence and the cost of groceries.
No, they're going to give us $150 off our electricity bill.
That'll stop us getting our teeth caved in.
Poor Susan's still getting her head kicked in, but at least she saves $150 off fucking Osgrid.
Unbelievable.
Mate, here's the thing. Here's the thing about
we should
domestic
be allowed to have
violence.
pepper spray or a gun. I said what I said.
Girls should absolutely. Ladies, you should absolutely. Oh, okay, well, here's the problem, though. You should absolutely have access to pepper spray, but who gets access to it?
Women.
Yeah, but what
Biological women.
Oh, so not trans women.
No.
But trans women are more likely to suffer domestic violence than...
They have probably suffered enough. What?
Why?
Because they had to transition.
That's true. That's powerful.
That's hard.
That's tough. So do you think that trans people should be given pepper spray? Like not spray.
Probably just some Xanax.
Just to
calm down.
Calm down, yeah. They do seem quite vocal.
I'm only kidding, by the way.
We'll talk about Bonnie Blue getting pepper sprayed in the butthole.
No.
By a trans person. No. I think absolutely they should have access to it. How do you police that, though? Do you just have a vagina and you get pepper spray?
Given out at birth.
I think that's a fair one, right? I reckon you should get it.
Well, if you can still buy vapes in Australia that are illegal, surely you can go to your local Woolies and be like, oi.
Hook us up, bruh. But okay,
There's
so
a
how
signal.
about I imagine if you could get pepper spray, why wouldn't you just do it like any other sort of weapon where if you use it and it's not warranted, then you get in trouble?
100%.
Like if you walked up, say here's a hypothetical, all right?
Hit me.
Here's the hypothetical.
Yep.
And this would never happen, obviously. Okay, it would never ever happen.
I look forward to this being clipped.
I've gone to like some sort of takeaway shop and I've bought you French fries or chips, depending on where you're from, and I didn't provide you with enough chicken salt.
They know the story, Isaac.
When Claire was pregnant, I didn't get her enough chicken salt. Chicken salt, if you don't know what chicken
On
salt
chicken
is, it's delicious.
chippies.
It's delicious. Anyway, so chicken salt. Now, I come home and I go, here, master, take your chippies. Take your chippies, enjoy them, please. Don't attack me. And you say, where's my chicken salt, you fucking dirtbag? And then you hit me with the pepper spray. That's illegal.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that, no.
What should be the punishment?
For using pepper spray
yeah.
illegally. Oh. Well, seeing as the NRL players and everyone else just has to sort of...
Everyone else?
Well, I'm just saying, seeing as there's not much of a punishment for the guys actually kicking the teeth in, I think if you use the pepper spray on a man by accident, maybe you should get a gift card.
No, that encourages people to do
Some
that.
of you blokes need to be sprayed. Some women need to be sprayed
I
too.
reckon you
but
should spray me.
on camera.
Oh, that would hurt.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Don't do that to
I
me.
think if a bloke deserves it, he should get pepper
Imagine how much
sprayed. We should be
blinking I'd do
allowed
then.
pepper spray. We tell this story a lot about when we were in America.
Claire
One of the
pepper
great
sprayed me.
times. No. And a lady came up to me. We were at a gun show.
Come up to you. Claire,
She went, listen, bitch.
you look like you could do with some pepper spray.
She did. She said, are you into domestic violence? And I said, no.
Your husband looks like he hits you.
That's
How are
right. And she said, how do you Australians defend yourselves? And I said, oh.
you? Oh, kangaroos.
I said, look,
Boomerangs.
well, we call the police, and then usually the police either do nothing or don't believe us because they're not allowed to. I feel for the police. They've got all these issues, all this red tape to get through to actually be able to help us. Why are you looking at me funny when
I
I
was
said
just
that?
saying where you were going with that.
Oh, well, you know how when you talk to a cop and they're like...
there's nothing they can really do.
They can't do anything, so their hands are tied.
It's like the RSPCA when you ring up about a dog and they go,
It
can't do
is.
anything. It's like, well, what do you...
I feel for them because you'd be fucking traumatized.
It'd be
the
very
shit
annoying.
they'd see and they can't do anything because of... I don't understand it in length at all, but there's issues there. And this chick said to me, sorry, back to what I was saying, she said, how do you defend yourself? And I said, we call the police or basically run away. And she was like, you don't have pepper spray? And it really got me thinking. I was like, we don't. We've
mate,
got nothing.
Without a doubt, ladies should have access to pepper spray.
Yes.
Because how else do you defend someone who is naturally bigger than you?
Yeah, bad men are going to exist no matter how many
matter what.
protests we do. I'm sorry, I wish they didn't too. But no matter how many protests or whatever or Abby Chatfield comments are made,
Abby Chatfield could make literally almost another
could.
10 TikToks and nothing would change.
nothing will ever change, unfortunately. Yes, men might get slightly better, but since the dawn of time, men have been pieces of shit to women and men, and women have been bad to men men too, but men usually are, the main instigators. So what do? Do we keep, marching around and nothing fucking happens? Do we wait for the government, or do we take matters into our own hands and get pepper spray and spray those motherfuckers?
Because the thing is, like,
I know what I'd do.
Most dudes agree with you that it
100%.
shouldn't happen.
Yes.
And there is definitely things that can be done.
Yeah.
Like,
but we'll be waiting a long time.
Raising better men.
Yeah, things
all
are
that
slowly
shit.
changing, but not soon enough. And for the people that it's not happening soon enough for, we should have pepper spray.
There also should be access to housing and
Yes.
and trying to help people get out of those situations.
That's a big thing.
And if they don't get out,
And the red flags, like working out what is okay and what's not early on, and teaching our boys what is okay and what isn't okay.
even like, and I won't mention places, names, anything like that, but where we were this morning, and there was
what did we see this morning?
there was that couple there, and the young woman seemed very, not saying there was anything wrong with the dude,
Oh,
but like, you know how she was really quiet and she didn't really sort of,
bloody peaceful, I think.
she didn't
More
like,
women should be quiet.
you know what I mean? She didn't look
Myself
up.
included.
She didn't look up or anything like that. She was sort of sitting there, and it looked like old mate was a little bit overbearing, maybe. Or you didn't get that feel?
No?
Okay.
I think you're very nice
Well, when
for
you weren't
thinking
looking,
that.
I hit her.
Yeah, good.
I actually knocked her out, so that's unfortunate.
Went flying for 6.
Yeah, but no, you know what I mean. Like, maybe there definitely needs to be work done on dudes. All right, and picking better partners and all that type of stuff. Ladies, like, you need to work on that. But that's just, I don't know. It's part and parcel.
The men
with
shouldn't be dead shits to begin with.
100%. But how do you stop dead shits?
Pepper spray.
Yeah, fair.
Seriously.
I just don't think that protests help.
No.
I think you should be protesting about, like, when you get out there and you say men need to stop hitting women or assaulting
The
women.
good men agree with
Everyone
you.
agrees. But
And the
what do you
bad men are at home kicking Cheryl's teeth in. They're not going to see you with your sign
No.
you painted this morning
So
in
what
your
do you-
Birkenstocks and go, oh, I probably shouldn't bash her today.
Yes.
Little Susie down the corner's marching in Birks and told me not to.
Yeah, exactly.
Pepper spray.
Pepper spray. I agree. And maybe marching for and demanding something
You
like
demand
pepper
all
spray.
you fucking like. You're not going to
but
get anything.
I'm saying demand pepper spray.
Fucking oath.
Why don't they march for that? An actual tangible result rather than just
I'd
saying
lead
stop.
the march with greyhounds. Wait, what else could we do? So pepper spray. What else do we want, gals?
Batons.
Free pads, batons, pepper spray,
Free double-ended
chocolate.
dildos for lesbians.
Sure. I'll get the
There
gay
you go.
flag out. I'm all for gays. All for the gays.
Love their gays.
I'll get. What else can we fucking go for?
I
and the
wouldn't
greyhound
mind
racing. Less
more
podcasts.
access to rollerblades for straight men who with no hair.
Oh, okay. Look, if you want to throw that in and I get pepper spray for us ladies,
I think we all
it.
should have pepper spray because here's the thing. You know who also is scared of a psycho men?
Ooh.
Men. Obviously you don't want to
Men
be.
under a certain height should be allowed the pepper spray too.
What's the height? Like 6 foot?
So, okay, trans get it.
Yep.
I think, basically, oh no, hang on. Convincing trans get
I
it.
think LGBT people shouldn't get like pepper spray. They should get like cinnamon sugar spray. Just something a
For
little
the
bit
frappuccinos.
sweeter.
For the Can you say that or not?
No,
Oh, okay.
bleep that, Connor.
Sorry. Oh, that was very funny.
Leave it in, but bleep what you
I
said.
love that in America you can say all those words and here you can't. I'm just waiting for the baby.
Oh, it's more just on the podcast. I
Yeah.
feel like you probably shouldn't say that particular word.
Anyway, what else is new?
Well, I'm a big but we can't say that word.
Unfortunately, no.
Bleep it.
Bleep it.
What else is new? Well, the election is coming up. We were sort of dilly-dallying around that, and I wanted you to sort of explain why you're going to vote for the Greens, the far left party here in Australia. What are your thoughts? What do you really want to change in your world?
Well, as a political mind and a political thinker, I have to say...
How about Chatfield talking about politics and then plugging butt plugs in the next video?
Man.
That's outrageous.
I just like to say you spoke over me as a man.
Yeah, I fucking
as
have,
I'm
'cause I had a great
trying
point.
to
It's
speak
Claire,
about my political
the
views
adults
that the
are speaking.
viewers really
I
are
don't think
interested
women should
in.
have political views.
Well, I mean, maybe you're right.
I think the reason that, and here's why.
I'm only
okay?
joking, by the way.
Ladies,
Don't come
listen
at
up.
me.
Here's why women shouldn't have access to political opinions: is because your opinions are usually awful. Not you, but other women. You.
I think you mean the woke women.
No, I mean everyone with a vagina.
Oh, Jesus
Your
Christ.
opinions smell.
Oh, Christ.
That's right, girls. That's right, girlfriend. Your opinions suck.
I think
Nah.
influencers should stay out of politics and stick to fucking lip balms.
Did you see all the influencers who were at that political debate?
Why weren't we fucking invited?
So, okay, here's the thing. If you're an influencer who, like Friendly Geordies, only talks about politics, right? And for some reason, public toilets. Now,
He's a good dude.
I like Geordies. Now, if he was involved, why was he not involved in that debate?
Exactly.
That's ridiculous. They have fucking Abby Chatfield and some other fucking people. I don't know who the other people.
Jimmy Reese was probably there.
Jimmy Reese was doing a Hungry Jack's ad in the background. Like, so why would they have all these people that don't, okay.
Because the idiots that are voting for bad choices.
That is true.
They like these idiots. They want to be told how to think. I have to burp. I'm sorry.
Don't do it. Get the pepper spray out.
I'm all right. It was the Coke. Sorry, guys.
Give me a bit of more tune.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
They're led by the idiots. So the sheep see their sheep fucking going on about crap and they go, oh, well, I've got to go there, get me free sausage sizzle and vote for who Abby Chatfield told me to.
Yeah, I see a lot of the joke political parties like the Greens and the Socialists and stuff like.
Oh, the Patriot of Trumpets or whatever the fuck it's called.
God, the Trumpet of Patriots.
Does anyone else just want to actually commit suicide when they see
do.
those fucking ads when they're eating dinner?
Next time I see that ad, I'm going to jump in front of a bus.
It's diabolical.
Diabolical.
Diabolical, ladies and gentlemen.
She'll score. Actually, you know what? I don't know how to tell you this, but there was somebody who sent me some footage of you, okay? It makes no sense what I'm about to say, but I'll say it anyway. They found footage of your former job.
Here we go.
Do you remember? I've got it here. Do you remember?
I've had a lot of jobs.
When you were a younger person?
No.
Either. And you used to do impressions of English men and you used to commentate football for them. Well, I've got this here for you guys after this Hungry Jack's ad plays. And I wanted to show everybody this amazing clip.
Don't. They don't want to see my talents. Stop.
Okay, I'll level with you. It's got nothing to do with Claire, but it's a very funny clip.
It's nothing to do with
watch
me.
It. This is.
I was going to be like, no, it is me.
I know, but it didn't make any sense.
Nah, you're right.
So I showed Claire this the other day. Claire and Addie were in the bath, and I was standing there in the nude showing Claire this video.
It's very funny.
Didn't you say something the other day? I was in the nude in the kitchen, and you go, so you started talking about micro penises, and I was like, fucking pardon me.
Vote for the Greens.
Yeah, vote for the Greens. They'll give you a micro penis. So this clip, I first saw this when I was in like year 7 or something like that.
After
like
the blue waffle.
this was Blue Waffle era. This was Lemon Party era. This
it was a good
is
day.
a rugby league game over in England, and a guy comes in and does what's called a dog shot. Now, a dog shot is where you deliberately hurt someone outside of the rules. So you might, when I was playing, it was sort of like a swinging arm, or you elbow someone in a tackle,
to try
or you
and make
knee
the sport
someone.
actually interesting.
Yeah, you try and hurt the person. This is some of the best commentary I've ever heard. Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
I am.
In the final and on in a game. Andy A. Oh, what about that? Send him off! Send the drifting gate off!
Send him off.
Get him off the field! That was diabolical! Get him off the field! That's just typical of what it is!
That's my That's just typical.
They don't like
The dirty gets off.
Walk him, Campbell, if you've got it in bottle! If you've got it in bottle, Campbell, he should walk! That was
So
absolutely
they're talking
diabolical!
about sending him off. Gets a yellow card, 10 in the bin.
I can't speak! You
I can't speak.
Campbell. You dickhead!
You dickhead.
You bottleless get!
You bottleless git.
I should be sent off!
So I guess some of the best commentary of all time. I think that guy must have been from
You need to
that
find who he is
team.
and message him.
I don't know who he is.
And
He
say
sounded
he's our household hero.
he sounded old then, so he must be quite elderly now.
We'll
But
find his grave.
I think that
Drop
would make
some pepper spray there.
that would make rugby league a lot better, a lot more interesting of a
Dead
sport.
people.
No, the
The
fucking-
ghosts playing.
if the touch me the ball. No, if there was you were allowed to do shit like that,
Oh.
it would be great. I'd
And they
love it.
defend themselves with pepper spray.
Do you think the female rugby league and rugby players should have pepper spray, or are they too
They're
masculine?
bigger than half the blokes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Does
they
that-
should have pepper spray.
Would that create an unstoppable force? I just burped too. What the fuck's going on? Mate, I don't know.
Sorry.
I'm a bit scared. But what do you think about big burly women, Claire?
What do you mean? What are you asking me?
Don't worry about it. What I wanted to bring up, though, was back to Easter the other week. Do you think it's appropriate that we have to buy adults Easter eggs?
No, we've covered this before.
Have we?
Fucking no.
Okay, second question. Were you
Yes.
ever told that the Easter Bunny lived on the moon?
No.
Were you ever told that the Easter Bunny lived on the moon, ladies and
We're
gentlemen?
trying to work it out. I was never told it.
Well-
And Isaac was, which is fine, but I'm trying to work out if it's a known fact.
Well, apparently...
So we can teach Addy Boy about it.
What I was taught, Mum and Dad... I don't know if Dad did, but Mum did. Dad grew up in Penrith and they had no money, so they probably told him that the Easter Bunny was dead. Anyway, they Easter Bunny's dead, kid.
Here's your eggs, mate.
He's just a chicken egg. Basically, if you look at the moon, there is what seems to be an outline of a bunny, of a rabbit with the ears and such.
I've never seen it.
It's there.
But I've never seen Santa's sleigh either, but I've
Hang
heard.
on. I'll pull up a photo. I'm telling you that this is reality, okay? This has to be.
Don't tell me what reality is, mate. Katy Perry went to space and I'm all for it.
Easter Bunny on the moon. Yeah, look. See that? They outlined it. That's the Easter Bunny.
It's spots.
No, it's not spots. See, look. Okay, that's a good image right there. Look.
That's diabolical!
See the ears and the
I
body?
can't speak.
See?
No.
Ugh.
I'm sorry. I think it's a beautiful thing, though, and I'm happy
I think it's really cute.
I'm happy to do the
And
tradition.
so you tell your little bubba that the Easter Bunny's up there on the moon.
I'll do it if people in the comment section say that they have heard it and it's a thing, because I don't know if it's just a thing in your head.
In my head.
In
my head.
We always end up singing terribly on the podcast.
Oh, I like it.
By the way, my legs are bruised because I've been fighting
Oh, here we
Bob.
go.
I've been doing me.
We bought a big bob.
We bought a big Bob.
A big
I would
burly-
show you, but I don't
You
want to
do
fuck the camera
bruise
up.
far too easily,
Like
though.
a peach.
Claire's been in the gym throwing leg kicks, and now you got bruises up and
Because
down.
I can't get fucking pepper spray.
So now you got to learn how to kick bob.
That's right. And I'm ready.
I came in here the other day, and you were throwing spinning elbows.
Should I play? I'm pretty good at those, actually.
What are you
I'll
playing?
play what I've been... burp again.
What are you
I'll
playing?
play the music I've been listening
No,
to.
you can't because it'll get copyright.
Aww.
What's the music? Tell me.
Aww.
Tell me what
One
it is.
that Old Love walked out to.
Oh,
Hey, chong-ting, tong-ta.
that's racist but accurate.
Hiya, boom-ba-da. It's not.
What
I
is
like
it?
her. She's Asian, and that was her walkout
It's
track.
Zhang Wei Li's
Yeah,
intro
she's
song.
a fucking beast.
Hey,
And then it goes, hey,
Here.
ha, and I'm like, yes.
It's a great song. So she walked out to that before she defended a title in
incredible
Australia.
woman.
And it was fucking great. Like, it really
I've been
fired the
training
crowd
to
up.
it.
It reminded me of the Terracotta Warriors. Terracotta Tiles. Fuck me. We got up way too early this morning. Addie was up at 5. I started to call. Do you know the Terracotta Warriors that were found?
No.
Found in China? I think it was China. And anyway, it was in a burial place where like not a pharaoh, like an emperor was. And it was all these giant terracotta. Mate, have you seen that? I'll show you. So the terracotta, they were found underneath the ground, all that type of stuff. This is an interesting, what's it called? Interesting search results. I go from Easter Bunny on the Moon to Terracotta Warriors.
I like it. We keep the podcast fresh.
Yeah, they look like this. They found all those. How cool's that?
Ooh, they look like chess pieces.
Yeah, so they all look like that. They're all terracotta warriors. Yeah, they're creepy,
That's
right?
scary but cool.
Like they're going to come back to life. Yeah, not terracotta tiles. What was I getting at? The Pope's dead. Who gives a shit?
Matthew Perry hit me more.
He did. Should get that pepper spray. He did actually look quite dead last week.
Can I say what I said the other day?
Say what you said. What'd you say?
No hate.
Uh-oh.
No hate. But there was footage of the Pope like the day or two before he died, so he was probably like shutting down a bit.
He looked terrible.
He looked like he had Down syndrome.
Which is fine.
Absolutely fine. If you have Down syndrome, you should look like you have Down syndrome.
I'm proud
Great
to say
people.
that
But,
I have Down syndrome.
oh my God. But he looked that way, and I thought, something's happening. And then, yeah, he just gone.
You know what I've thought recently? I actually saw a video of me probably 7 years ago. It was me doing a video for YouTube, and then it was a clip straight after that of me now. That's what come up in the story. Like when you get tagged, when you're a big deal on Instagram, people tag you and shit. And so I clicked onto the next one. It was me like 7 years later now. Fuck, I look awful. Oh,
I think you look great.
Mate, no.
You're going to age, though. We can't all be like Anne Hathaway.
I'm aging too quickly.
I think
I look.
parenthood does age you a bit.
Oh, mate. My scrotum looks better than me now. For years, I looked better than my scrotum, and now it's caught up with me. The wrinkles match. Like, you see this on my forehead? That's what my scrot looks like right now.
I'm happy to say mine's quite smooth.
Your scrotum is smooth, Claire. I'm very proud of you. It's we're back on the road next week too. That's very, very exciting.
Where are we fleeing to? Ipswich.
Queensland. We're going to Ipswich.
Queensland.
We're sold out. Every show's sold out next weekend.
The Queenslanders love you, and I love the Queensland shows.
Bogans with cash, my favourite people.
They show up in their fucking utes and their big
with
misses.
their misses with black eyes.
And their misses
I love
all
it.
have tattoos.
And
My
black
type
eyes
of
and
women.
pepper spray. It's a beautiful time to be alive. It is at one of my shows. The people they come in their droves and they turn up and we all make love at the end.
We all have a bourbon and have a laugh.
And a bukkake party.
And you can say the word and no one cries.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Dixon's dropped the bleeped word. Actually, should we?
Uh-oh.
No, we can't do that. Don't worry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know what favourite word dropped.
I think the R word's coming back.
It's good. You can say.
Because you can say that about your mate. It's if you're saying it nasty about someone who's disabled.
I saw a dude the other day. A gay guy on TikTok, and he said about the word gay.
Yeah.
He said it had like 200,000 likes, this video. And he was like, we should bring back saying things that are bad or are silly or are dumb, calling them gay. He said he's all for
Most
it.
gay people like that. I
They
don't want
do.
to speak on their behalf, but most of the gay people we know, I think, would love that.
Well, I try and
If
avoid
I was
all
gay, I'd be
people.
all about it. I'd be throwing out the word left, right, and centre.
Please bleep that, Connor.
I would.
You can't say the F. I'm saying, no, he's just said the word gay. Like, say, that's gay. He said we should be able to do that more. He didn't say anything about the bundle of sticks.
Neither did I.
Yeah, you did. You dropped that word 15 times in this bloody episode. Don't get me wrong. I say it on stage.
That's right.
I say it in real, like everyone says it in real life.
That's
Anyone who's good.
Queer
says
people
in
say
real-
it too, though.
All the gay people
It's
say
the
it.
straight people that are pretending that they actually care
If you
about
say
it.
the F-bomb
Yeah.
towards a gay person
Oh, there, that's fucked.
in a hateful
then
manner,
fuck you.
that's
yeah, no,
not cool.
that's not cool.
But if you say...
Send him off!
Yeah, if you say, oh, like, for example, someone who's obviously like a straight person who's a bit of a wanker,
Yeah.
they're an F word, then
Yeah,
that's fine. That's
Co-worker
cool.
you don't like, he's a...
Yeah.
But if you say it to the two gay guys working at Lush,
Like they're kissing,
Then-
and you go, oi, F words, that's not
then
okay.
you should be pepper sprayed.
But if it's if you're kissing your opposite sex partner and you call them an F word, then that's okay.
100%.
We just have to cover
It's
these things.
intent with everything, isn't
All
it?
that matters.
Everyone
is
should be
intent.
nice, but you should be allowed to have a laugh at the end of the day.
In the same vein, if you call the a disabled person not cool,
No.
that's
Jesus.
why my autistic brother doesn't talk to me anymore. But if you call just a normal, regular, run-of-the-mill, average Joe the R word, then that's fine. That's fine.
You know what else I'd like to end the podcast on?
Hmm.
As we are getting older,
We
have
are,
noticed
particularly you.
something, and I won't divulge much about it. But
Diabolical!
Diabolical! I had an experience. No, I had an experience recently, and I have come to realize as I'm getting older, not only do you gain weight far more easy, but I have noticed that people that spruik about, and I don't want to keep saying the word woke, I know it gets overused and it can be a bit cringe,
Yeah.
but I'm just going to say it to save time.
Yep.
The more woke you are and the more you pretend to be this all-accepting, love, sunshine, virtue signaling person, they behind closed doors are actually usually the people that are genuinely bad. I'm talking the people that don't smile at strangers, don't pat dogs, they stare at disabled people, they don't like gay people, they don't like black people, but these are the people that pretend they do to try and impress people. And I've noticed as we're maturing, that people are a lot like that. And I had an experience recently that showed me that people that are virtue signaling and doing these things, they actually are the most hateful people.
What was the experience? Well, we can't talk about it.
I won't talk about it on camera. It was a personal experience, but it happened. Basically, friends of ours had a friend of theirs.
Oh, a complaint.
A complaint
because
about us.
we were associated with
because
with them.
we're apparently
Hateful bigots.
bigots that love Trump and hate everybody. And then if you meet us in real life or you actually know us, you'd go, oh.
I've seen people talk shit about me. They say that I look like I act like I'm heaps stuck up. And even like a lot of people that we know
That's so funny.
think that I'm really angry all the time.
I
have resting
when
dick
you're on
face.
your phone, you look really like,
So if I'm reading my phone
yeah.
and I'm like this.
I would never call you stuck up in a million years, though. That's fucked. Fuck you if you said that.
Apparently that's like an angry face. You think that?
I think you do look a bit, not angry, you look worried.
I'm just
a lot.
reading.
You look worried.
Claire asked me, Claire asked me at least 3 or 4 times a day when I'm looking at my phone, is everything all right? And I'm literally just scrolling like through Twitter. It's just
Since you're on porn all day.
It's just for whatever reason my face is all skew.
But no,
I'm just getting
sorry,
old,
the point
love.
of the story was that usually the people that are like, even the ones at the protests, all these people behind closed doors, they're the workplace bully or they're the person that's actually being a piece of shit.
Sorry, I just burped
Did
at
you
you.
burp at me? Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, guys.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. Goodbye. Thank you for listening. Check us out on Spotify as well. Yeah.
I don't think I'd listen to this on Spotify. I think you need the visual of our weirdness.
I like to put on our podcasts whilst I'm on the bog.
I think a lot of people do.
It really gets my juices.
The shit with the shit.
Pushing pushing shit outhill.
Listening
Uphill,
to shit.
downhill, inhill.
Anyway, goodbye
See you,
everyone.
bye.
Sorry the Pope's gone.